suffering succotash.
Good morning, good morning. We've talked the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Cr0ss Examinations. You are on Art of the Hero with Mike S. Miller. I am the aforementioned Mike S. Miller. I hope you are all having a wonderful year so far. So far, so good. My plumber... Okay, we ended the year. We ended the year with a clogged kitchen sink. So last night, rather than making a delicious dinner, we had to get Mexican food. But it was the last Mexican food of the year. And now here we are. Here we are. Let's see who's here to say hello this new year. 2020, the year we see correctly. Perfect vision, get it? 2020. Probably not going to happen. Rodwell Stevens says he is first. You are first. Rodwell P. Money, Jennifer H. Brett C. Graves, David Rogers, Lady Celtic Moon. Howdy, y'all. Happy New Year. Jennifer H. No likes. No likes. I'm sure there's likes. Fuzzy Creature. Hey, I almost set the house on fire. It's a great week. A great week. It's a great year. So far, so good. Fun indoor pool. What? And so, yes, the first thing this new year was my plumber, Steve. Thank you, Steve, waking me up, coming over, and taking care of my kitchen sink. I don't know what the deal is with my actual, but I might, one of these days, I might have to drop like the $2,000 it costs to have him just replace my plumbing is from 1960. So something in there. If you dispose of potatoes or anything starchy, pasta, rice, if you just too much goes down the sink, here comes the clog. Here comes Steve. There goes another. I actually gave him $100. He only charges me $60, but I was like, Merry Christmas. So I gave him $100. It's really nice. Some of you guys have met Steve because I've walked. He literally now lives down the street, so I've walked down there and said hello, and you guys have met him. So, Steve Areno, my plumber extraordinaire. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read some of the comments from the show I did early in the wee hours of this morning. From Happy New Year, clean slate. Let's start over. Which was, I know I haven't been reading the comments from previous Cr0ss Examinations. You guys missed that? Oh no. Rodwell says, my dad had a stroke this morning and is at the hospital. He's in stable condition now, but I appreciate a prayer for him. You got it, brother. Let's refresh here and see if we've got more than 12 people watching. Well, 12. It was enough for Jesus, Rodwell. It'll be enough for your dad. Thank you, Heavenly Father, that we are blessed with the ability to come here together and spend time together, talking about you, thinking about you, putting you first in our lives as we should. As you are our God, we should make you our God in our lives, which means, as I said, putting you first. Rodwell's dad had a stroke, Father. You know this. You know this. You know how he's doing, and you know how he will do in the future. And we just pray that you will heal any damage done to his brain in the short amount of time that he was starved of. His brain was starved of oxygen. Bring purpose and meaning to this happening, and use it to better their lives and bring them closer to you, Father, and whatever needs to happen, a healing, a clearing, I don't know, whatever Rodwell's father needs, Lord, you know, and we ask that you provide it. And we ask for everyone, for him, for Rodwell, for their family, for our families, everyone, Father, to have a blessed new year. Help us to help you build your kingdom and glorify you in all we do and all we say. And we just say we are sorry in advance for failing to do so. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Starting the new year's with a prayer. The 12 apostles of Cr0ss Examinations. Oh, 13 now. Looks like they voted in. Oh, 14 now. That's weird. People rolling in. You see me rolling. They hating. Yeah, Rodwell. All right, let's see. What were these? Let's see what these comments were. Eric Masario. Okay, so last night I announced I unblocked everybody. I just had a moment of forgiveness, a moment of everyone deserves a second chance. And I went ahead and I unblocked everybody. So here is to 2020, and here is to hoping that I don't have to reblock most of those people. You get a second chance. That doesn't mean you get carte blanche to come back on my channel and be a jerk. We do block the jerks. So Eric Masioro says, unblocking everyone. Yeah, not a smart move. Prepare for massive, needless drama. Well, I'm going to hope not, Eric. Wear my crown says, Happy New Year, my friend. Love how you open the year with forgiveness. God bless and keep sowing. Good fruit, he said sawing, but thank you, Wear My Crown. Nighthawk Warrior says, wow, congrats, Mike. Also, Happy New Year to you and your family. I don't know what you're congratulating me for, but I appreciate it. I feel like I should be congratulated. Nixie, Happy New Year to the Miller family. Happy New Year to you, Nixie. Awful Redneck Gaming says, great stream. Quinn is awesome. Yes, by the way, Quinn from Ideas of Ice and Fire did stop by last night about halfway through the show and hung out with us until the end. So yeah, we talked about Knives Out, and we talked a little bit about Comicsgate because he had no idea what it was. I had to explain it to a normie. Captain Hiltz says, stick to comics and flat perks that ship easily. Always remember the coins, Mike. The coins! Don't get caught with that gimmicky crap. Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is if I do the soda, it wouldn't be an Indiegogo. It would be my friend's. My friend has a soda company. Basically, what he would be doing is doing a Lone Star soda, and then if anybody wanted to buy it, they can buy it. No Indiegogo, no big campaign. I would just mention it on the show. I'd probably have a bottle here so I could show it off, and if anybody wanted it, they could go to my friend's soda company and buy it. Shark Vader says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. P Money also says, Happy New Year, Mike. Happy New Year to you. P Money, my Canadian buddy. Not Monkeys, Not My Circus says, my best wishes for 2020 to you and your family. I actually held that down. Held it from. Anyways. Blacklist Universe mugs. I'd buy that for $1. You know, that would be very, very simple, actually. Zazzle. I'm trying to remember. I have a Zazzle account. I could just go to Zazzle, slap my logo on 1,000 different items, and you guys could just buy whatever you want. The profit margin is very, very slim on that. But could be fun, right? Could be fun. I don't know how many of you guys want like stuff, mugs or tumblers or let's do a real quick trip to Zazzle and see what they got. All right. Share screen. Screen 2. Sure. All right. So this is Zazzle. Anyone can do this, by the way. If you're an artist and you have stuff, Dee, if you want to make art, I don't know, maybe you already do something like this. I would buy a God Squad mug. Ooh, I would buy a God Squad mug. You know what we want? Wicker chairs. How about a mug that's got like a wicker chair on it that says "the bane of my existence"? But yeah, Zazzle, you can do invitations and stationery, clothing, accessories, home electronics, office, wedding, gifts, New Year's cards. Let's try accessories. Buttons, keychains, tote bags, hats, artisan made. What? Passport covers? Get out of here. Luggage tags. What in the filth are you talking about? Is it not Zazzle that has the mugs? Maybe it was another website. I'd want to do it all on one website so I didn't have to like point people to different stores. T-shirts. Licensed stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Beer glasses. Who wants Lone Star beer glasses? GS mug confirmed. GS graveyard shift. Oh, Cr0ss Examinations mug confirmed. Yes, I got coffee mug of Gary Shipman title. Yes, this could be fun stuff. Yeah. Let's see what else they got. Stainless steel water bottles. Yeah. But what the thing is that I can just create one logo. I can upload the logo, and then I can pick what merchandise I want that logo available on. So, like, let's pick a Looney. Let's go pick Star Wars. Pick Star Wars, and I'll pick. Okay, I want the child. And then let's see what can look. You can have it a sticker, a mug, an iPhone case, buttons, shirts, totes, lunch boxes, all this stuff. But there's a ton more stuff you can make. If I signed in, you could see all of the different options you have as a creator. But yeah, could be fun stuff, right? Lady Celtic Moon got the coffee mug of Gary Shipman's title. Right on. God Squad. X Factor says, Happy New Year's. Here's to Winds of Winter, hopefully being released this year. By summer, X Factor. By summer, Winds of Winter will be here, or George R. R. Martin said something bad will happen to him. So hopefully, and I think that's true. What did I do with my water bottle? I'm going to steal my son's. Hold on. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hello, Ana Iglesias. Hello. Stop screen. All right. So, yeah, you guys want me to do so? I'd have to probably set up a day, set aside a day to come, actually what I'd have to do is rebuild those logos because those are not high resolution logos. And then throw it up there and then just let you guys go to town and you can get whatever you want. Didn't we just end a live stream? That was hours ago. Sorry. Let me finish my coffee before it gets too cold. And then wash this creamer away. Because as much as I like creamer, it gives me mucus, which makes me cough. the problems I have. All right, so I think that was all of the comments from the last episode. So we're good. We're good. All right. Take some ginger tea with honey and lemon. That actually sounds good. TMI with Mike's bodily functions. Dee Dee, you know how I roll. You're just gonna have. You know what? You're gonna have to listen to me blow my nose now, just because you said that. I muted it just for you. Siege, what's up? What a thing to come in on. What's up, Siege? What is up, Siege? So I think we're gonna do Dungeons and Dragons tonight. My daughter really, really wants us to do Studio Ghibli, and we haven't announced. So, oh, by the way, hey, hi, like and share, everyone. Like and share. I haven't even bothered doing that because I'm a knucklehead. As long as you love me so, let it snow. You know what drives me nuts? That song. Do they know there won't be snow in Christmas time? This Christmas time in Africa. You know that song, right? Cecil's been drunk singing it every day. Siege got a shark book. Yeah, got that shark book. The thing is, Africa is tropical. Is it temperate? No, it's tropical. It's equatorial. It's tropical, and it's southern hemisphere, which literally means there's never snow in Africa in December. It's such a European mentality to think that there has to be snow in December. And they say there would be snow this Christmas time in Africa. No, but there'll be snow in Africa probably 4th of July. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Africa is only half southern hemisphere, right? And the other half is like equatorial and Mediterranean. So you have Mediterranean, equatorial, and southern hemisphere. There's no snow in December in any of those locations. Right? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? It is summer where I am, says Ana Iglesias. Anna, are you in Australia? We must check our hemispheric privilege. Studio Ghibli came up last night. That was cool. Yeah. You know what my daughter was saying is that Graveyard of the Fireflies is not actually a Studio Ghibli film. It was just made by or was it directed by Hayao Miyazaki? Oh, Argentina! Ana, do you tango? I am not bad at the Argentine tango. My wife is expert. But then when we dance, that's what we dance. Hey, Mike, how about some new member icons and a member stream once in a while? That is great. Great idea. Jalapeno. I do have to do a member stream. New member icons. It goes 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month. So I don't think we're at 6 months of membership yet, and then 1 year, and then 2 year. I think. I could change out some of the old. You know, it's a new year. Maybe I should do all new emojis. What do you guys think? Should I do all new emojis? The green alien? Get rid of the green alien? Is that what you're saying, Jalapeno Milk? It's had its time. Its time has passed. I could do a droopy version of Gary Shipman. Hello. Have a cold 2020 is still here. Yeah, right? Cold 2020, baby. The cold 2020 begins today. Yeah. I think everyone wants a siege emoji. Sorry, Siege, you made me gag. Send Gary to the fan edition emoji. Poor Gary, indeed. Shut Malin is kind of unused now. That's true. That is true. We should get rid of that one. We should get rid of that one. All right. Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? 20, 19, 26 watching, 20 likes. Hit that like, hit that share. Why not an exploding Hawaiian island? You see Edwin's video last night. I did not see Edwin's video last night. I did not. But yeah. What? He's not coming back. Who? Malin? No, Malin doesn't have it in him to apologize. I honestly don't think he does. You know what people want. Are we going to see JJ again? Yes, we are going to see JJ again. Unfortunately, that means that I have to make the effort to get JJ. It took a year between the first time I got him on and the second time I got him on. But it's like when I talk to him, he does seem like he's a little more motivated to get on and get going and get doing the do. So yes, we will JJ once again shortly. I gotta get Terry back on here too. See, the thing I love about those guys is JJ and Terry can talk, and they are just they're effervescent. They are just bubbling with energy and ideas, and you know, I like it when I have to stop somebody from talking but I also it's better when it's like me and JJ. I mean, it's fun when it's other people, but I don't like to interrupt him in order to allow other people to talk. You know what I'm saying? Tadia would be cool near his lunchtime. Oh yeah, we'll do that at some point. JJ is a trip. I was rolling. I love that dude. JJ will not come on for Drawn and Quartered. He feels pressured under competitive circumstances, and I'm like, dude, it's not really a competition. It's just having fun, you know. JJ in small doses, Terry in small doses. Can't be a constant. Too much is too much. I was really thinking about trying to get those two on a stream together and just seeing if the internet could handle it. Kevin Ryan, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, your wife, your kids, your brothers, Frank Miller and Glenn Miller. Those are not my brothers, except we're all brothers, aren't we? No, we're not. But anyways, is there Drawing Quarters tonight? Yes, Juan Soto, there is indeed. JJ, come draw. We have some dude that shows up to draw Mayor McCheese into everything. It can't be that bad. True. Let's go, shall we? Hold on. Let's go get into some Bible, shall we? It's 24 minutes. Oh my gosh, we are so late. New year. I wanted to start off with Psalm chapter 1. Will you read with me? And I know it's funny because this psalm came up several times over the past few months. Oh, Johnny Torch. I saw that video. Yes, we're having it drawn and quartered, Siege. What, you think just because it's the first of the year and a holiday, we shouldn't have drawn and quartered? What are you, nuts? Now I have to look it up. All right. Pope slapping ladies. Boy, the pissy look on his face because someone wanted to adore him. That just killed me, man. That killed me. Where is it? Is that the video? Is this the video? It is the video. All right, let's watch this. For those who have not seen this. It's like, oh, hello, hi, little lady. I am nice Pope. I am filled with the Spirit of God. Get off me! Damn. The look on his face. How dare she? How dare she? Get the hell off me, stupid lady. Oh my gosh. Oh, this Pope is no. There's no end to his entertainment value. Did he slap her? He did indeed, Cappy Stark. He did indeed. And then she offered him her left hand. Ah! Oh, sorry. Oh man, I hit the button and it clicked me off of this thing. Ah, too funny. This Pope is a constant reminder why I'm a Protestant. Yeah, there's a button on this mouse right here by my thumb that clicks me to the last page. So I'm on StreamYard. If I click it, it kicks me off. The socialist Pope. Yes, the socialist Pope. It's not even just that he slapped her. Did you see the look on his face? Like he's just pissed. He's like, how dare she? You don't touch me. I am the Pope. He didn't slap her across the face. No, but that would have been epic, man. If the Pope just hauled back and just went, bah! Oh man. Thank you, Pope. Dope on a rope. And as all of you regulars know, I don't discredit popes in general. I take popes one at a time. I liked the last two. But this guy, oh man, this guy is a freaking communist. This guy was a bouncer, and he still acts like a bouncer. Pimp slapping Pope. Yep. Some kind of D&Q tournament, please. Bracket systems with head-to-head drawings, the same topic, maybe over forward. No. He looked like the Emperor electrocuting Luke. At least it wasn't ex cathedra. I don't even know what that means, Everett Todd. Enlighten me. That's just wrong. All right. Let me go back. Man, I coughed during that outage. I mean, when I went black. And I don't know, my throat changed dynamics somehow. Bracket head to head. What? No, I didn't. I need to take a poop. All right. According to the confession of my faith, the Pope is the Antichrist. The confession of your faith? Can you explain that? Can you please explain? It's a new year. Time to start tracking league points for the year's D&Q trophy. Don't need brackets, just scores based on poll ranks. That sounds like something Edwin would do. Speaking of, aloha and happy New Year's. Boy, my voice just totally freaking... I'm having a hard time talking now. That was a bad cough. The thing is, I was coughing and laughing because of the Pope thing so hard. It jacked up my throat. Anybody want to know a fun fact about the Catholic Church during the aftermath of World War II? Sure, fun fact is. You didn't go black. No, but I disappeared from the screen like this. You couldn't hear me during that, right? Edwin says, I'll implement cumulative point tracking. Evertodd said, from the throne, Catholic dogma says the Pope is infallible when he sits on the throne. Yeah. Which makes it hilarious when infallible popes contradict each other. Less hilarious when infallible popes contradict the Bible. The Pope just cursed you, Mike. Oh no. Oh no. We need to start sending the last place D&Q over to the fan edition for shunning and punishment. Ah. That's just mean. The Catholic Church was helping Nazis smuggle them to Rome and giving them new identities and helping them get to South America. Oh, yeah. South America, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, I think, riddled with Nazis, including Hitler, I do believe. I believe that Hitler got away to Argentina because we don't have his body, and that the Russians don't have his body. That was all freaking fraud. And he had a body double as well. There's a whole documentary on this, and the evidence to me is quite. See, Anna says, it's true. I don't know if she's talking about the Hitler thing, but the Nazi thing is absolutely for sure. Catholic dogma says there can only be one pope at a time. Currently, there are two. Yeah, my wife watched The Two Popes last night. I went in to look at it, and I'm like, oh, this seems kind of boring. So, Dee Dee agrees. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you. Heck, Mengele didn't even hide who he was once he got to the Americas. Rumor said he was in the south of Argentina. Mengele was supposed to die in Brazil. It's true. The Hitler rap. No. You know what? Can I get to the actual Bible for just a minute, if you guys don't mind? And let me try this with my now I've got the very white voice. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. I have posted this numerous times over the past few months in relation to those who are brothers in Christ who have shunned this fellowship in order to walk in the counsel of the ungodly, stand in the way of sinners, and sit in the seat of the scornful over at the other campaign. Which, by the way, they're just like gone, huh? They're like, I hear nothing from them anymore. It's been nice. But as I said, they are free to come here and be nice here. So, but this doesn't mean you will not be saved. This doesn't mean you will be accursed. It just says that blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Don't take counsel from the ungodly, right? Not about things of spiritual importance, at least. Nor standeth in the way of sinners. Do not stand in the way of sinners. That doesn't mean standing in the way like stopping them, right? It means being similar to, right? Trying to emulate or simulate the way of sinners to be cool, nor to sit in the seat of the scornful. And you see this progression. You're walking, right? Your walk is with the Lord, right? Your walk is supposed to be with the Lord. It's always, run the race, walk the walk. You are moving forward with the Lord. But blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So you're like walking and you're listening to the ungodly and their advice, right? And then the progression is nor standing in the way of sinner. You've stopped walking and now you're standing with the ungodly, the sinners, and you're emulating them in their lifestyle. Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You're no longer walking. You're no longer just standing. You have now taken a seat among the scornful as they mock those of us who are still trying to walk the walk of God, walk the path, run the race. And you sit in their chat and you scorn with them those of us who refused to walk in their counsel or stand in their way or sit among them. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are not a saved individual, or you are not even that you're not a Christian. But you are not going to be blessed because of it, because blessed is the man that does not all these things. But, verse 2, his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And then this gets poetic, but I just love the visual of it. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. And who is the source of the living waters? Right? Christ. Planted by the river of waters that bring this is just such a peaceful image in my mind. I always picture this when I see just a tree like on a sloping hill into the waters, just flush with just bright green grass that I just want to lay down in those shadows and be at peace. I don't know. I've actually illustrated. I've drawn this tree before, so that's why I think. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. This is the promise of God, right? Walking away from the ungodly, running away from the sinners, driving away from the seat of the scornful, and meditating in the law of the Lord. What does Jesus say? If you love me, keep my commandments. And in his law does he meditate day and night. Whatsoever he does shall prosper. God promises me, and I hate to use this word can get sketchy, prosperity. Prosperity. That doesn't necessarily mean wealth, okay? Prospering can be just all the good stuff in life, the important stuff. Money is not the important stuff of life. I hate to break it to you who think it is. Money is not what is important in life. Health, family, relationships, bringing people to Christ, love, encouragement, all of the blessings in life. This is prospering in life. If my next campaign loses 70% of its backers, I will still be prospering in life. Because I am filled with the Lord, right? The Holy Spirit resides within me. I have the greatest gift ever given, sacrificed for me on a cross, on a hill 2,000 years ago. I am saved by grace through faith in the Lord. And whatever I do, I shall prosper. It's it's a mentality that people, I don't want to say just people in the world, but so many people think that prosperity, the only thing that matters is the bottom line. It's not the bottom line that matters, right? It's that just all that does is make life easier. Actually, that's not even necessarily true. For some people, being broke is easier than having money. Money just changes your problems. Money gives you different problems, right? It does make some things easier. It makes some things more difficult. There's always a give and take. There's no such thing as a perfectly easy life. And if you're living a perfectly easy life and you're being spoiled by it, then you are corrupting your actual being. You're corrupting yourself as a person. Oh my gosh. Who likes spoiled brats? Holy cow. Ever Todd quotes the philosopher Notorious B.I.G. Mo money, mo problems. Rhaegar says money only amplifies your personality where it already is at. Rhaegar, please don't end sentences and prepositions. Grammar Nazi! Prospering in the fruits of the spirit is far more rewarding than financial prosperity. Amen. Roscoe, can you close the door? You let all the cold air into the room. It was so toasty in here. It was toasty. And then you open the door and it's this flood of cold air just hit me in the back. I'm wearing a t-shirt in here. Look at this kid. Can you see this kid? He is wrapped in a cocoon of blanket. Let's scroll back and see what you guys were talking about. Rhaegar got bored on our stream last night. Oh, you mean their stream? You talking about War Campaign? WC made the Bleeding Cool list and not He Who Shall Not Be Named. Yeah, it's funny. Wait, there's an actual Bible and we discuss it here? Some new on Mike's something. No. Roscoe says the progression: walking, sitting, then standing. No. It's walking, standing, then sitting. With the scorers, evil communications do corrupt good manners. This is true. Scorners. Truth. It's sad Hitler had to ruin that cool mustache for everybody. Did you guys ever see the Saturday Night Live skit with the last guy with the Charlie Chaplin mustache? Like he was completely oblivious to World War II and he had the Charlie Chaplin mustache. And people were trying to explain to him that he couldn't have that mustache anymore. He's like, why? I love Charlie Chaplin. Oh, the blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, haven't you seen what's happening in the news? No, I don't pay attention to the news. It's all blah, blah, blah. Sometimes they do good stuff. If you start telling us to use fewer instead of less, we will refer to you as Stannis. Remember that Solomon, the wisest among the richest ever, called everything vanity. That is correct, Farmer Dan. Vanity, all is vanity. Let's go through Psalms 1 a little more. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. I don't know. Does that even need commentary? That it's just so on the nose. It's just so on the nose that I almost feel like commenting on it would just be redundant. A proposition is a terrible thing to end a sentence with. A preposition is a terrible thing to end a sentence with. It is a terrible thing to end a sentence with a preposition, is the way you want to state that, Kevin. Manatees are not vanity, also insanity. The flagon with the dragon has the brew that is true. What was it? Wait, there's something with this. Something like that. Oh. Does anybody remember that whole quote? It's from the court jester. So the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment. Yeah, getting back to the scripture of what is important. What is important? What's important to you? Is what is important to you what is important to God? Being a good witness. Granted, we are never, any of us, perfect witnesses. Training up your children in righteousness. Creating good human beings. If you're a father, if you're a parent, your job is to create good human beings. Not just to make sure they are fed. That's obligatory. Not to make sure they have all the video games they want and make sure they have lots of presents for Christmas. This is all icing on the cake. The cake that you're baking is a good human being that loves the Lord and delights in his law and meditates on it day and night. I haven't done the meditating day and night as much as I should. And I should, because what is the promise? Prosperity. And for those who just popped in, no, I don't mean money. Steve Swanson. Most I've known who've had money are generous, but upset when the generosity is expected or unappreciated. There's vanity in the expectation, but also vanity in the unacknowledgement of generosity. Fair. It's funny. One of my friends is very wealthy, and what a cheapskate. Like, super cheapskate. Like the kind of guy that'll save a nickel, whatever. But when it comes to things of important need, like my church had a need for, they were asking for donations for a particular needed project. He's just like, how much you guys need? Right? Generous in the big important things, but the little nitpicky things of life, he was just like a little miser. which is like the opposite of, what is it? Penny wise, pound a fool. That's that statement, penny wise, pound a fool. It's an English statement because pound is $1, or pound is, it's $1.50. So you'll be wise with your nickels and dimes, but you're foolish with large amounts of money. But no, he's actually he's a miser with one and generous with another. It's interesting. Unfortunately, bad men will hold good down, but good men will let bad thrive, hoping to make them good through example, which is doomed in most cases, says Dragon. Let me unpack that. Unfortunately, bad men will hold good men down. I agree with that. But good men will let bad men thrive, hoping to make them good men through example, which is doomed in most cases. Interesting. But you might say most cases. I think bad men are maybe doomed in most cases anyways. That doesn't stop you from making the effort of trying to bring bad men to the good, to change hearts and minds, and to bring people to a greater understanding of morality, truth, ethics, all that stuff. For every 100 I'm trying to think of Nancy Pelosi's, right? You'll get a Dennis Miller, right? Someone who, through some circumstance, in his case, it was 9/11, changed his political ideology because he understood, wow, these people are not getting it. But it's rare. Getting someone to change their outlook on life is you're sifting for gold, man. You are sifting for gold. It is a needle in a haystack. I don't know what other euphemisms I can use, but those people who will, especially later in life, change their entire outlooks because they've been convinced through circumstance or through example that the way they were living was not conducive to being a good person or being blessed or whatever. For sure it's what'd you say, doomed in most cases. It may be doomed in most cases. It's not doomed in all cases. When you go fishing in a pond or an ocean, if you catch one fish, there's still 1 million fish in the sea, 1 billion fish in the sea. You're not going to catch most of the fish. That doesn't mean you don't go fishing. Spreading the gospel, says Rhaegar, among people in unique ways. Yes. Edwin Boyette. Mike says, toss the children into the oven. Moloch confirmed. Did I say anything like that? Did I miss? What did I say?
Toss the children into the oven.
Toss the children into the oven. I don't recall saying that. I'll take your word for it. The rich and the poor are usually very charitable. It's the middlemen that you have to worry about. I don't know about that, Dragon. It's the conservative. I think it's more of a left-right thing because conservatives are usually very charitable and leftists are usually very stingy. Take Bernie Sanders, for example. The person who wants to take 90% of wealthy people's wealth and distribute it to the poor in his own personal tax returns is discovered that he made $1.4 million in 2016 or 17 and gave away $10,000 in charitable donations, which is less than 1%. Less than 1%. Usually, and if you look through it, I know this has been a proven study of people of the political persuasions. Conservatives are usually 10 to 20%. Well, no, I can't say for sure. I don't remember what the actual numbers are, but they give a huge percent of their, on average, by the way, this isn't like everybody. Conservatives usually give a large percent of their money to charity, whereas leftists tend to give nearly nothing because the ideal of leftism at its core is an avoidance of personal responsibility. So they say, I'm charitable, I'm trying to get the government to take other people's money. That's my charity. I want the government to steal rich people's money and give it away. No. It's terrible. Steve says private charity comes with strings and expectation that the recipient will endeavor to end the charity. Governmental charity becomes regarded as an entitlement. Lyrical says money, action are good. A deacon says sometimes just a smile can be used to make people feel better who are on the corners. That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's a hard thing for me. My charity, I don't need to go into it, but I have to be particularly moved to give money to like a bum on the street because of my experience with bums on the street and because of my knowledge of what it means to be a bum on the street in this day and age. I do not want to feed somebody's drug habit. I'll tell you one experience. Were you? He's on the headphones. There's a middle-aged black lady that panhandles all around the neighborhood I usually walk, and I mean, she just always looked like she high, right? Just high, walk around asking people for money. And she comes up to me and she says, hey, do you got any money? I haven't eaten in 3 days. And this is a fat broad, man. She is fat. So the idea that she hadn't eaten in 3 days, she could probably survive a couple weeks without eating. And I'm like, I wasn't all silver and gold have I none, but I'm like, you know what? If you're hungry, honey, I will buy you a sandwich. Let's go to Subway. And she's all, okay. Like totally deflated that this young lady who hasn't eaten in 3 days was about to be fed by a generous person who was willing to take her into Subway, let her order whatever she wanted, and fill her belly, which is obviously just quivering in pain from being empty for 3 long days. She's all, okay. So I took her in, I bought her lunch, and she took it in a to-go bag and just walked away with it. That's the kind of homeless people I tend to run into. And knowing my own nephew who chose to be homeless rather than to get a job, it's just so common here. It's so common here. And I've mentioned, and I have a heart for people who are actually homeless out of destitution, right? Like, oh my gosh, I have 3 children and my husband died and we lost the house and we're on the street and we need help. Help them. Hey man, you got any money? I could really use a beer. Is not helping anyone. Yeah, so I don't want to get into it. We only have 20 seconds left, but homelessness in this country has become a life choice by many. It is. West Coast especially. Absolutely. I would say 90+%. Probably closer to 95% or more of the homelessness in San Diego County, for sure. Probably in LA. Any place where you can survive the night, that's a lifestyle choice. That is a lifestyle choice. They want to be nomads in suburbia. Yeah, Steve Swanson said, it's making you feel better, but hurting them. That is not charity. It's true. There's Cali asked governor for permission to build homeless concentration camps. There's, oh my gosh, I was watching a video on people, where is it? It's in California. There's this place. I can't remember what it was called, but it is a homeless Mecca, right? It's like, I don't know whose land it is, but it's like this land where you can go and they have their own kind of weird little government, right? Like a homeowners association for the homeless. And you can just go there and you can just pick a plot of land, and then you can put up your tent, or your park your car there, or you can, get, whatever wood you can gather and build a shelter or whatever. And it's an entire city of, well, maybe not a city, an entire little township of people who don't want to pay rent and have a job. I mean, whatever. That's fine. If that's your choice in life, I don't care. If that's your choice in life, I don't care. But I'm not going to pay for it. Are you talking about the settlement on the edge of Death Valley? That might be it. That might be it. Ray Thulu. I was just watching a whole set of videos on homelessness and people. And yeah, that was I think it was towards out in the desert or something like that, or near the desert. And this is why people want socialism. Yeah. Again, I don't care. If you want to do that, God bless you. Go with God. I mean, I can understand it. I can understand, especially if you're single and you don't want to deal with the hassles of the modern world. I can understand. I mean, it sounds more like a vacation to me than it does something I'd want to live in. I'm too driven. I'm too driven to just burn my life away doing something like that. But I mean, these were not mentally retarded or mentally deficient people. These people there she was interviewing, they're like legit, like rational people. They're just like, yeah, man. Well, maybe not rational. It's sort of this hippie mindset, right? It's like, yeah, man, I don't want to be part of the system, so I'm gonna go live in this. And hey, man, I claim this lot over here, dude, and I got this PVC pipe, and I got this plywood, and I got this aluminum siding, and I built myself a little shack, and this is mine, man. This is mine. Except it's somebody else's land, so literally someone can come by anytime and say like, hey, I'm gonna put an airport here. Anyways, we're over an hour. Welcome to 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. I'm going, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my time. I'm going to my mom's for New Year's lunch. It is a Japanese tradition. You enjoy New Year's Day celebration lunch. So God bless you all. Have a great and wonderful new day, new year, new decade. The roaring 20s are here, and that is going to be something different. God bless you all, and I will see you tonight on Drawn and Quartered.
And now for something completely different.